It is. I go back and forth because the media, I have a few slop articles about him that were making me laugh because the slop about him has been coming hard and strong.
They're mad.
It almost feels... It is one of those things where you're just like, you can almost do anything and you're going to get some slop about you, but you're not going to get any slop even compared to when you have a problem with military stuff.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, we need to stop these wars, you're going to have the full media apparatus shaking you upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you try to dismantle like inefficiency in government. They
don't like
Isn't it crazy that's their line?
Yeah. Well, they come at it because they're very much like, again, I'm sure there's going to be some collateral damage. There will be where you're like some organization that probably was doing something good will be like, something bad will happen, and maybe their money will get shut off temporarily or permanently.
Is he the one shutting it down, or does he have to give the information and someone else shuts it down?
Probably someone else shuts it down.
Like it's not him technically doing.
No,
the
he's not just
switches.
deleting fucking like cells.
I thought, from my understanding, they were only allowed to they're basically like consultants almost.
Yeah, like all those nerds he has, all they're doing is just like developing code so they can just
like in Office Space when the guy, when Office Space when the guy comes in, they're not allowed. They just give the recommendation of like fire everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Like Big Balls, everybody's like, oh, he's like firing people. You're like, no, he's not firing anybody. He's just like writing code to analyze information.
Well, this is what they say about it. Must to be handed all of America's government secrets after stunning judge verdict, which is funny because you're just like, why are there so many government secrets?
Yeah, hey.
But like, it's funny spinning that like it's a bad thing. They're just like, can you believe they're going to give these guys the secrets? And you're like, how many secrets are there? And you go, what are the secrets? You're like, mainly where the money's going.
Yeah, maybe all this.
But like, that's the secrets they're talking about. You're like, what secrets? They're like, how much we're spending and where.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it shouldn't be a secret.
Dude, apparently they're talking about auditing Fort Knox, where the gold is, and because they're Fort Knox is like you can't. Like,
do you think that's possible that there's just no gold there?
Well, Canada sold all their gold like under Trudeau for some reason.
Trudeau sold all the gold.
Trudeau sold all of it. Like literally, I think Canada has like 400 ounces of gold.
Jewish Canadians couldn't have been liking that.
No,
that's their gold. It's technically your gold.
It was
like the America's gold reserves is technically the citizens' gold.
Absolutely, yeah. But so there's all these theories. Like
Peter Schiff must have been losing his mind.
There's a senator or a congressman, one of those two, who essentially was like, they wouldn't even let me in Fort Knox. Like they wouldn't even let like high level politicians go poke around in Fort Knox because they're like it's secret, and they're like, it's secret even from me, and they're like, yeah, you can't go in there. So there's some theories where there's a lot of gold missing, right? And that's obviously that's what people are worried about. There's actually other theories where there's way more gold than they said they had, and then they're like, where did that come from? Yeah.
Do you think it's, in Miss Doubtfire where he has to run to the bathroom and change outfits?
Yeah.
I'm picturing a thing like that where they have like 20 rooms and they are supposed to all be full with gold, but they only have one. So they go, this room, and then, we took you the wrong way. And the guys are trying to bring it to the next room. All the guys are like frantically, okay, that's room 2, and then probably take a break, hey? And maybe you want to get some snacks or something? Like, no, I'll see the third room. It's like, I think it just keeps getting lost.
Yeah.
And then,
just different doors.
He's like, you got to hurry up.
Oh, we're locked in the janitor's closet. This happens. This door gets stuck all the time. We'll have someone grab us.
And they keep trying to transfer all the gold to different rooms to say every room was full of gold.
Or it's all just paper mache gold.
Yeah, underneath the gold.
Just kind of. It's just on the exterior. So.
But yeah, it is funny that they're just like, there's so many. Can you believe they're going to have all these secrets are going to get exposed? And you're like, what are the secrets? And all the secrets are just like where your money's going.
Yeah, where your money's going. I mean, Elon Musk is floating a Doge dividend for all taxpayers. Essentially, they're like, we save so much money that we're just going to give everybody money. And you're like, you're going to get a lot of people on board. If you're giving out stimulus like checks bigger than those stimmies in fucking 2020. Just because they're like, we just fucking uncovered all this wasteful spending and we're going to give it back to people. Oh, man.
People would probably like that.
Hell yeah, they are.
It's like, why not just lower the taxes next year? But I guess that doesn't hit as hard. It's harder when you get the check.
Well, that's also part of the plan. That is part of the plan, is lower the taxes, but I think they're just going to be like, here's like an immediate, like, you guys are all mad at me right now. You're all getting a fucking check for, someone said it was $5,000. I don't see how that could work. But,
they didn't save that much money.
I think they've already saved $100 billion, but
So literally operating like JJ when he wins $1,000 at casino and then buys fucking 19 $5,000 dinners.
But again, it's like we saved 50. They save, we just saved $100 billion, but that was this year. That's $100 billion every year, right? Assuming it's not an annual dividend. You're just giving a one-time dividend, but these savings go on in perpetuity.
I mean, savings is the wrong word for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if your girlfriend was about to, or if your wife was about to buy a purse and then she didn't buy it, you didn't save. That's girl math.
No, literally.
Your girl math.
My wife literally goes and buys shit and then returns it and acts like she just made money.
Yeah, that's your girl math.
Literally, she's like, "Oh, I just made like $300." You're like, "You just returned something that you bought." You know, the net here is zero.
We're rich, Daniel.
Yes, we're less poor. Correct.
Yeah, so save. You can't count money that they're not wasting as savings.
Yeah. Well, it'll be savings in the future.
Yeah, but think about what you're talking about. You said savings in the future, but really what you're talking about is money that you're going to give them in the future that they're not going to spend. That's not called savings.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but if they can make it so that you're giving them less money.
But on principle, of course, I know what you mean. I feel like when you talk about these things, you don't want to girl math it because it starts to feel like the given base level is spending.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So
no, the given base level is not spending.
But I mean, Trump's about to build a fucking Iron Dome, so this money's going.
It's going straight to Israel.
Right out the door. This money is to go, we're saving all this money. Go, yeah, we're building an Iron Dome. Like, Israel is like, the size of Delaware, probably. You're like, we're building an Iron Dome for all of America, potentially Canada, if that plan works out.
Do you think it's annoying Elon Musk that Trump's spending it as fast as he's saving it?
Oh, buddy, it's good. This shit's going right out the door. I don't know what an Iron Dome costs for America.
It's not cheap.
Not cheap. I mean, it wasn't cheap for Israel, and it's going to cost 100 times.
Well, normal dome costs about $500, depending on where you find the girl, what site.
Yeah.
Here's another funny slop one. Elon Musk isn't as rich as you think he is.
Really?
And then the Elon Musk might be the poorest rich person there's ever been.
Oh, get him! Get him! Get him!
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
This is Slate. Yeah, it's very much like, take that.
Yeah, you fucking go, girl.
Yeah, you go, girl. And then the whole premise, if you read the whole article, is just like his money's tied up in assets.
Sure.
Like they're saying he's like cash poor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure he really fucking agonizes over any purchases.
You get a bank loan.
Yeah.
Take out an insurance.
I mean, literally,
you just take out a loan against your insurance policy again.
Well,
whatever you call it.
He does the thing that like literally the tax code is set up for like the ultra rich that you can only do if you're super rich. Is that
all your money's lent to you and
you
then
take
you write
loans against your equities. And then you write off the interest. Like that's what the super rich people do when they have all their money in stock.
That's kind of what a mortgage is.
Yeah. But this is like literally you're like, I have $500 billion, whatever, $300 billion in Tesla shares. Then you take out a loan against your Tesla shares. You never take the capital gains because you never actually have to sell the shares. They're just the collateral. You get a like low interest loan and write off the interest. It's like the ultimate like rich guy hack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, it's quite the opposite actually, sister. Sorry, Queen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Andrew Carnegie, she says, his net worth is the biggest in world history, but it is tied up in things that require him to remain attentive and engaged with countless projects at once.
Andrew Carnegie?
No, they said that he had, and they're contrasting this.
Gotcha.
This is Elon compared to Rockefeller and Carnegie, who had their money in a sack.
I mean, didn't Carnegie own all the train tracks? I don't think that's liquid.
They had a higher percentage liquid than the tech billionaires, allegedly, who have it mostly in stocks.
That's fine.
His network is the biggest in history, but it is tied up in things that require him to remain attentive and engaged because their value depends on association with Musk. His insatiable appetite for dominance of both government and industry will always leave him scrounging for more. That's pretty good stuff, right?
This is like a chick who he wouldn't knock up who wrote this. She sounds mad.
Yeah, you're like, it's literally, you're at like a dinner. Remember Monty Scott, I always say, had that joke where he was talking about like when this is like peak Trump hating years and someone was like, yeah, I wouldn't, he was like, well, obviously whatever you think about him, the guy's successful. And she goes, I don't consider him successful.
Yeah, I know. She was like, he's
Donald
a loser.
Trump's successful.
Yeah. He's like, he's a loser.
But this is, like a bunch of people at like a dinner party and everyone's hanging out and you're like, Elon Musk, yeah, I guess he is really rich. And she goes, is he though?
Yeah.
And then you go,
He's actually quite poor.
actually, I have 40% of my net worth in my bank account. He doesn't even have 1% of his net worth accessible.
Yeah.
I guess in a hypothetical world where he sells his Tesla shares, I guess maybe in that
but I
scenario.
mean, all that sell pressure would cause the price to go down. So is he really that rich?
Is he really though?
I don't know.
So this is definitely get him, girl.
I mean, I had a guy call into my show.
Go, girl.
Who was fucking being like really hating on Musk, and then he was talking about how because I think it was down last week or today, but like he's like, yeah, he's such an idiot. He bought X or whatever, and he's like, he lost so much money, and X is already back at the $44 billion valuation that he paid for it.
Right.
Yeah, which was like, and initially they were like, oh, it's maybe worth like $5 billion, $8 billion or something, and then he's like, everybody's like, what a stupid investment that is, and you're like, okay, well, he's already back. Sorry.
Here's another one. This is global news. So this is a Canadian article going fucking hard. And I don't know if he's going to recover from this one. Canadian man sells both Teslas, cancels Cybertruck order to boycott Elon Musk.
I mean, there is that. I saw somewhere like people.
Is that funny? The best part is he canceled his Cybertruck order. Like, when did he order it? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Like, what changed in like, you loved him 2 months ago?
Or maybe 6 months ago. I don't know the lead time.
Yeah, but it's like, that's so funny that it was like, it's one thing being like, yeah, I bought the Teslas 5 years ago. You're like, oh, but cancel my Cybertruck order. When did you order it?
Sheryl Crow sold her Tesla.
People must be doing that.
Oh, for sure. They're like,
It has to be hurting Tesla.
man, it was like super like environmentalist people were buying these things originally, and then now they're like, fuck. I'm like, people think I'm driving the Magamobile right now, like
a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, the Cybertruck is a little bit the Magamobile.
the Cybertruck's definitely now the Magamobile. I see them everywhere though. They're sick. I like them.
You like the Cybertruck?
Yeah, I like the Cybertruck.
I mean, I like Teslas. If I had a car, I'd probably get a Tesla.
100% if I had a car to get a Tesla.
They are the best one probably right now.
Yeah.
Why do they have car shops in malls? I don't get that. Every mall, because I'm, some of these comedy places.
Oh, the Teslas?
Well, they have like a Tesla store. All these different electric car companies, they have a store in the mall. They have the car in the mall, and you're just like, well, you can't.
It's just a showroom.
Okay, but why? You can't drive it.
No, you can't drive.
What is that then?
It's literally just a marketing expense.
For what though? Like,
just for marketing of the company.
Who's like, yeah, I'm going to the mall. I might buy a pair of shoes, maybe a car.
Well, the Tesla cars, I don't know about how it works with the dealerships. I guess you can test drive them. I don't know if they do this anymore, but originally Teslas, where you bought them online, they delivered them in your driveway, and you could basically, your test drive was, you had like a week, and you could return it after like a week or something if you wanted to. But that was the test drive. There was no test driving. Like, I don't know if they changed that where you can go to like an actual lot, but it's just straight up. So straight up marketing expense. That's
what I figured, something like that, but it just feels weird.
It's like how around here, how you'll see some store and they'll have like Kenneth Cole store, like some, shoe store, but it'll be like somewhere where their rent is $80,000 a month. And you're like, there's no way you guys make your money back. And they're like, well, yeah, but it's prime New York property real estate. And it's just like, it's like they lose.
Sure, I guess. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I guess they seem to think it is. Well, this guy, Alan Roy, he's really sticking it to him. He said his inauguration day salute was the last straw. So when he's the Nazi sign,
he didn't love the Nazi salute. Fair enough, Alan.
Said he's selling the Tesla troop. Well, Roy says he loves the Tesla Model Y and S. I mean, it's funny saying that he loves it in the article. So this article might like prompt more people to buy Tesla.
Sure, not in Canada, man.
For the high-tech features, the Montreal area resident told the news he can't stand driving them anymore. It's Musk I don't like, he said. Both he and his wife both drive one. I think we just got to the bottom of what's actually happening. Sure. Alan, was this you really? Was this really your idea, Alan?
Yeah.
We decided together that we don't want them.
We're both going to take huge losses on these cars.
Yeah.
These unnecessary that they're not paid off, these finance cars that are currently underwater.
Was it really your idea, Alan?
Yes, it was just a proven financial decision on our part.
We're just gonna take a $12,000 hit this month. Just that salute. He did really bothered us,
both of us.
Yeah, she really. Sorry, we.
And I'll just buy a Ford instead. Those are good still, right?
1,000%. They're out, and he's just like, so why are you selling all the Teslas? He's like, she did. We do not like him.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, they're trying to. The Canadian government is trying to slap 100% Tesla tariffs on all Teslas. just to fuck Musk, just for his
100%.
Yeah, basically there'll be no Teslas in Canada.
That seems like a politicized move.
Correct. Yes, correct. That is a entirely politicized move because he's Trump's right hand man. Do the tariffs? They're just like, we're putting 100% tariffs on.
Doug Ford
Teslas.
was trying to go at him hard too, being like, we're getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this shit's coming.